So I'm back with Lulu. Lulu, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Last time I saw you, you were doing good. You were living with your mom.
Yeah, I had a hiccup.
Trying to get your life back in order. What happened?
I relapsed for like about 6 months, so I had that hiccup. But I've been sober for like about a month already, so yeah.
And when you relapsed, like what triggered you or what happened to cause you to go back?
I was just not in the right thinking area, state of mind. I had a lot of stuff going on. So yeah.
I think people have those things always there. It's just something they have the tools to deal with them, right? Like we always have issues, right?
Yeah.
But like the issues don't go away. It's just how we deal with them is what changes, right?
Yeah.
So how are you dealing with your issues now?
I'm doing good. Yeah. I'm put on probation, so that's like keeping me stay on track,
How long is your probation?
Like 18 months.
18 months?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any conditions? No conditions? Like you can't leave Arizona?
Oh yeah, I have to let my PO know. Yeah, it's like a lot.
Yeah, like little rules, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like a babysitter, you gotta call them, and here's where I'm at, here's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
Do they give you like ultimatums that you have to get a job and stuff?
Well, yeah, because I have fees I have to pay, so yeah.
You have what?
I have fees I have to pay.
You owe
money.
Yeah.
For court and all that.
And how does your grandmother and your mother feel about you being sober again?
I haven't spoke to my mother, but my grandma, she's like there to help me, but she wants me to do more, like, to put in my, like, my behalf, is that how you say it? Like, she wants me to put my part.
She wants you to do a little bit more?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's definitely a lot. She's teaching me a lot of stuff. So I just gotta be patient.
When do you think you'll ever talk to your mom again? Do you think that day will ever come?
I don't know.
And when you relapsed, like what? You went out to the streets. Did you run into your friends? Were they like, "Hey, Lulu, what happened?"
A little bit, yeah.
And you ended up getting locked up, and that's what got you clean again?
Yeah.
How long were you in there?
For like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans now, Lulu? Like, what are you gonna do now?
I want to get a job. I want to start working again. Yeah, help my grandmother out. Yeah.
Did any of that happen last time when you were at your grandmother's or your mom's? Did any of that stuff happen?
What?
Working, helping your family?
Well, no, because remember I had just got my leg fixed. I was still like, yeah,
You're
recovering from that.
Yeah. How's your leg doing?
Good.
Would you say it's 100%?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You could dance again?
Yeah.
Can you run?
So.
Okay. Wow. What a difference from like 2 years ago when you were out there in the streets with basically a broken leg.
Oh my God.
But you were trying to fix it with a bandana. Do you remember? You put a bandana on. You're like, it's not that bad, right? You're like,
my God.
It's getting fixed. I don't need to go to a doctor.
I was like, I could fix it.
I could fix it. I don't need a doctor. Do you remember? You told me that. You used to tell me that all the time. You used to ask me, I don't need to go to a doctor. Because I used to offer to take you to the doctor, right? Because I'm like, Lulu, your leg is broken.
I don't know what I was thinking.
You weren't thinking. I think you were high, right? You're so into the addiction that the addiction was saying, hey, don't go to a doctor. Don't be away from me, right? Do you remember the night that I took you to the hospital? I drove you to the hospital?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be like a 2-hour wait. And then I'm like, hey, it's already 10 o'clock at night. I can't sit here. I gotta work tomorrow. So, just sit here and wait for the doctor. And then what happened? You ended up leaving?
Yeah.
The addiction was calling you back to the streets?
I was on a wheelchair. That's wicked.
Yeah, somehow you got from the wheelchair to the bus.
Thank God that I'm, doing okay and I'm still here. And
Absolutely. A lot of people have been asking me about you. Where's Lulu? Have you heard from Lulu? And I was like, you know what? I haven't heard from her. I don't think she's in the streets because I would have heard from her or somebody would have seen her already, right? But
yeah.
But it turns out you were on the streets for a little bit.
I was in a different area than the usual. That's why.
Okay. And then you got locked up for a little bit, and now you've been at your grandma's house. So
Yeah.
just kind of been hidden a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But at least you're alive and you're sober and you're gonna try again, right?
Yeah.
What type of job are you looking for?
It really don't matter. I just want to be like a cashier.
A cashier?
Yeah.
So anywhere? If anybody's hiring, what do you think?
Yeah.
If anybody's hiring, they should reach out, let me know, and we'll go put in an application or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Thank you.
When's the last time you had a job?
Well, probably 7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
What were you doing back then?
I was working at, I think, Jack in the Box.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time.
Have you talked to your children?
No. That's why I want to stay on probation, to let them, so they could see little by little that I'm improving.
So it's possible that by being on probation, being good, behaving, you're able to talk to them in the near future?
I hope so.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
How old are they now?
7 and 8.
When's the last time you saw them?
It was a minute ago.
Been years, huh?
Yeah.
I was telling you Miggs, because you know Miggs and Carla's story. He's clean 8 months now.
That's good.
9 months now. That's awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sobriety is there. It's there.
Stay focused.
Yeah. Stay focused, and that's what he's doing. Does he have his issues, his problems? Of course he does.
He's a human being.
He's just finding different tools to deal with those issues, that anxiety, that anger, that depression, those bills, right? He owes too,
I just told Art that I just got my meds, so medication does help a lot with that. I got it for those things you were mentioning, so I know how hard it is for him.
That'll help you a little bit to deal with
Yeah.
that stuff. When you're out on the streets, you're not taking medication. You're not taking.
But you are on drugs and you don't feel it. Like right now, you think we're gonna be feeling this hot out, like the heat? No, because we're too busy chasing a high. Like I don't know. We're thinking of other stuff.
Being selfish.
Pretty much.
That's pretty normal, huh? In that world.
And it sucks that we have people like you that want to come help us, and we really don't look at the resources, or we don't take the time. We're just like, yeah. So we really need to appreciate it a little bit more.
I think everybody's sobriety comes at different times.
Yeah.
It's not when I want it. It's not when my subscribers want it. It's not when the internet wants it.
But you are there to guide them, and do as much as you can.
Try to help as much as possible. But this video, this message, people seeing you, that's help to them. Because if we can't save you right now, if you can't help yourself, this video literally helps out one other person out there, at least one person.
Think twice before you ever think of doing any type of drug, because there's consequences. You have to think about the next dose, and how to get the money, and it's there's withdrawals from that too, and a lot of people don't know about withdrawals, and I didn't know anything about withdrawals, so I was going through stuff, and I'm like, why am I feeling like that? And I would get more high, so and then I started to realize, this is a cycle that really never ends. You have to repeat it, and if you don't, then
I think I've known you for about 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow, that's been a minute.
4 years of your life, your journey with addiction, sobriety, going to jail, wheelchair,
And I'm not
broken
perfect.
leg.
I'm only human being, you know. So like, don't be like scared if you have hiccups. You know, as long as you get up and try it all over again.
Yep. Everybody gets sober on their time.
Yes, when they're ready, when they want to like put in their half. Yeah.
It took Miggs 4 months to get in jail. He got out. He's like, I don't want to go back to that. I'm gonna start working. Took him 4 months. Some people it takes 2 weeks. Some people it takes two months. Some people take 2 years. Right? So
It's good to hear those successful stories, like, or the people that are working it, on it. Or even just to see me, like, look at me. I was like sober for 9 months, and then I had a hiccup, and I'm like, ready to do it again, and hopefully I succeed.
yeah, Miggs had a lot of hiccups, and he might have a hiccup in the future, because that's the way addiction is, right? That's sobriety. Your journey of sobriety is not a clean path. You got to keep fighting for it. So Lulu, thank you for reaching out to me. You reached out to me recently. Say, hey Art,
Yeah.
I'm here at my grandma's. I want to talk to you. This is what I'm doing. So thank you for not forgetting us, right?
I never did. Dude, okay, so one thing about me is like, I was so guilty. I'm like, oh my God, if one of my subscribers see me right now, they're going to be so upset. And I would like, have to worry about that. Because I'm supposed to be like this, role model. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to take it more serious now. And you know what I mean? Like, it's something that you have to, I don't know. It's
Lulu,
crazy.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for not being discouraged, not being full of shame, not being embarrassed.
No, it's something that people go through, and there's a lot of more stories out there that are probably even cooler than mine, or we all go through a lot of stuff, different types of things.
Yep.
So,
you didn't forget us. We haven't forgot you. We keep praying for you. We want you to get better, get well.
Thank you.
We'll stay in contact, and we'll be talking very soon. Okay, Lulu?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.